Welcome to the Healthy Body. Dr. Alex here. Today we're diving into a topic that's close to the heart for many couples over 60. How to create deeper, more satisfying intimacy that strengthens your connection and brings joy to both partners. If you're worried that age, joint pain, or lower energy levels mean your intimate life can't be as fulfilling as it once was, I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. With the right knowledge and techniques, you can rediscover passion and closeness in ways that might surprise you both. Let's start with a startling fact. Research shows that nearly 80% of women don't reach orgasm from intercourse alone, and many never share this with their partners. That means you might think everything's fine, but there could be untapped potential to make your partner feel truly fulfilled. As a doctor with years of experience in men's and women's health, I've helped couples in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s reignite their spark. It's not about being young or athletic. It's about skill, connection, and understanding her needs. Today, I'll share 3 science-backed techniques and 4 comfortable positions that can transform your intimate moments, even if you're dealing with physical limitations. Plus, stick around until the end, because I'll reveal the one position women over 50 say delivers the most powerful orgasms, and it's incredibly gentle on your body. Before we begin, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss practical health advice like this. Let's get started. Technique 1. The pressure and rhythm principle. Let's dive into our first technique, called the pressure and rhythm principle. This is a game changer because it focuses on building her arousal steadily, leading to deeper, more satisfying climaxes. Too often, men focus on the end goal, rushing through the moments that matter most to her pleasure. But here's the truth. Slowing down and tuning into her body can make all the difference. When I talk about pressure, I mean the firmness of your movements, enough to stimulate her most sensitive areas, like the G-spot, but not so forceful that it disrupts her arousal. Picture a gentle, rolling wave lapping at the shore. Your movements should feel deliberate, consistent, and comforting, allowing her body to anticipate each motion. Studies in sexual health, like those published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, show that women's arousal builds best with steady, predictable stimulation. Random changes in speed or angle can break that buildup, so once you find a rhythm she responds to, stick with it. Here's a real-world example. I once worked with a couple in their late 60s. The husband felt frustrated because he couldn't match the energy of his younger years, and he worried his wife wasn't satisfied. After learning the pressure and rhythm principle, they practiced at home, focusing on slow, steady movements. A few weeks later, he shared that his wife experienced one of the most intense orgasms of their marriage, not because he was more athletic, but because he was patient and attentive. To apply this, pay close attention to her cues. Notice her breathing. When it deepens, you're on the right track. Watch for subtle movements, like her hips syncing with yours. That's your signal to maintain that pace, resisting the urge to speed up. You can add slight variations like a gentle circular motion of your hips, but keep the core rhythm steady, like a dance where the beat never falters. Older couples often excel at this because age brings patience, and that patience lets you connect deeply with her body's signals. This technique alone can transform your intimacy, but when paired with the next method, it becomes even more powerful. Let's move on to technique number 2. Technique 2. The dual stimulation method. Now let's talk about the dual stimulation method, a technique that engages 2 of her most sensitive pleasure zones at once for an experience that's hard to beat. Research consistently shows that 70 to 80% of women need direct clitoral stimulation to reach orgasm. Intercourse alone often isn't enough, and that's not a flaw, it's just how her body works. Ignoring this is like cooking without a key ingredient. You might get close, but the result won't be complete. The dual stimulation method combines deep, rhythmic penetration with targeted clitoral touch, creating a layered sensation that builds pleasure quickly and intensely. Think of it as playing 2 harmonious notes at once, one internal, one external. For example, I worked with a man in his late 60s who felt discouraged because his wife only climaxed during oral intimacy. I suggested positions that allowed him to use his hand or a small vibrator during intercourse. The result? She reached orgasm with him inside her for the first time in years, and their emotional connection deepened profoundly. To make this work, choose positions where her clitoral area is accessible, Your hand is a powerful tool here. Try gentle circular motions or steady pressure, adjusting based on her feedback. A small, discreet vibrator can also be a fantastic addition, especially for older couples. It takes pressure off you to maintain high intensity and enhances her experience without extra effort. If you're unsure about introducing a toy, frame it as a fun, shared adventure. Most women in long-term relationships appreciate the openness to explore together. Timing is key. Start slowly to let her body warm up, then introduce clitoral stimulation when her breathing quickens. Communication is crucial. Ask what feels best, and watch her body language. Eye contact and gentle words, like, "Does this feel good?" can make her feel seen and cared for, amplifying her pleasure. This method isn't just physical. It's about creating an emotional bond that makes her body respond even more strongly. Technique 3. The communication loop. Our third technique isn't about touch or rhythm, it's about connection. I call it the communication loop, and it's the secret to turning good intimacy into unforgettable intimacy. Instead of guessing what she enjoys, this method creates a real-time feedback loop that lets you adjust to her needs moment by moment. It's simple but transformative. Many men hesitate to talk during intimacy, fearing it might break the mood. But in my experience, the opposite is true. Asking, "Is this good for you?" or "faster or slower?" in a warm, caring tone shows her you're focused on her pleasure. That reassurance helps her relax, making physical sensations stronger. I worked with a couple in their early 70s who felt their intimacy had become routine after 40 years together. By practicing the communication loop, checking in gently and responding to each other's cues, they described feeling like newlyweds again, rediscovering each other in a deeply meaningful way. The loop works both ways. Listen to her words, but also her body. If her breathing quickens or her hips move with you, keep going. If she pulls back slightly, adjust your pace or angle. Positive reinforcement, like saying, "I love how you're responding," strengthens the emotional connection, making her feel valued and desired. This feedback loop is what separates fleeting moments from deeply satisfying experiences. It's not about being perfect, it's about learning together every time. Position 1. Modified missionary with pillow support. Now that we've covered the techniques, let's put them into action with 4 positions designed for comfort and pleasure, especially for couples over 60. First up is the modified missionary with pillow support. Don't let the word missionary fool you. This isn't your standard position. With one small tweak, it becomes a powerhouse for deep satisfaction. Place a firm pillow under her hips to tilt her pelvis upward. This simple adjustment changes the angle of penetration, targeting her G-spot directly while reducing strain on your knees, back, or hips. I recommended this to a couple in their mid-60s who had nearly given up on intercourse due to discomfort. After trying it, they were thrilled. The husband said it felt effortless, and his wife described the sensation as deeper and more fulfilling than ever. This position naturally encourages eye contact, fostering emotional closeness. It also makes clitoral stimulation easy, whether with your hand or a small vibrator, combining the dual stimulation method with the pressure and rhythm principle. The pillow supports her weight, so you can focus on maintaining a steady rhythm without overexerting yourself. If stamina is a concern, this position lets you slow down and breathe, keeping the connection strong. For best results, use a firm pillow or even a specially designed wedge pillow, though a regular one works fine. The key is elevation to align her body perfectly. This position proves that small changes can lead to big rewards, making intimacy comfortable and deeply satisfying. Position 2. Side-by-side lazy lovers. Next, let's explore the side-by-side lazy lovers position, perfect for couples who want intimacy without physical strain. Lie on your sides, facing each other, like a warm embrace. This position is ideal for older couples because it's gentle on your knees, back, and shoulders, allowing you to stay connected for as long as you like without discomfort. The closeness of this position makes it special. Your bodies are aligned, faces near, and arms free to explore. It's easy to maintain clitoral stimulation with your hand or a vibrator, combining the dual stimulation method with the steady rhythm we discussed. A patient in his late 60s told me this position felt like being in their own world. His wife reached orgasm without either of them feeling exhausted, and the emotional intimacy was just as powerful as the physical. This position also encourages the communication loop. You can whisper, smile, or check in naturally, keeping the connection alive. If one of you has hip stiffness, she can drape her leg over your hip for comfort. Small adjustments, like shifting your hips slightly, let you fine-tune the angle without breaking the moment. This position is about savoring closeness and letting her pleasure build slowly to a powerful climax. Position 3, woman on top, forward lean. Our third position, woman on top with a forward lean, is all about giving her control. When she takes the lead, she can adjust the pace and angle to suit her body, often leading to intense orgasms. The forward lean tilts her pelvis, increasing clitoral contact with each movement, blending internal and external stimulation seamlessly. This position is a relief for men because it requires minimal effort. You don't have to thrust or support your weight. Instead, you can use your hands to caress her, guide her hips, or add clitoral stimulation with your fingers or a vibrator. A couple in their early 70s tried this after years of frustration, and the wife said it was the first time she felt fully in charge of her pleasure, leading to a breakthrough orgasm. The visual and emotional intimacy of this position is a bonus. You can maintain eye contact, offer encouragement, and enjoy the moment without performance pressure. Encourage her to explore what feels best, and if she's open, suggest adding a small vibrator to amplify the experience. This position is liberating for both of you, proving that letting her lead can create unforgettable moments. Position 4. The chair embrace. Finally, let's talk about the chair embrace, a position that combines passion, comfort, and deep connection. Sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the ground, and have your partner straddle you, facing you. This setup allows deep penetration without straining your back, hips, or knees, making it ideal for couples over 60. The chair embrace feels like a slow dance. Your hands are free to hold her waist, stroke her back, or cradle her face, enhancing the emotional bond. The angle naturally stimulates her G-spot and clitoris, especially if she moves in slow circles or rocks gently. A couple in their late 60s described it as feeling like they were dancing without music, with the wife saying she felt cherished and in control of her pleasure. This position supports the communication loop. Eye contact and gentle words come naturally, making her feel safe and desired. You can enhance it by encouraging her to lean in for closeness, or use a vibrator for added stimulation. The chair embrace is about savoring every moment, proving that intimacy can be passionate and comfortable at any age. So there you have it, a complete blueprint for deeper intimacy after 60. We've covered the pressure and rhythm principle for steady, satisfying arousal, the dual stimulation method to engage her most sensitive areas, and the communication loop to ensure every moment is tailored to her needs. Plus, we explored 4 positions: modified missionary with pillow support, side-by-side lazy lovers, woman on top with a forward lean, and the chair embrace, that prioritize comfort and connection. Intimacy at this stage isn't about being young or athletic. It's about patience, understanding, and adapting to what works for both of you. These techniques and positions are tools to show your partner she's valued and desired, creating moments she'll cherish. I've seen couples in their 70s and 80s transform their relationships by slowing down, communicating openly, and choosing positions that suit their bodies. Don't be afraid to experiment. Maybe one position will become your favorite, or a technique will unlock new levels of closeness. Intimacy is about the whole experience: the touches, the laughter, the tenderness afterward. Start tonight, or take your time, but know that a fulfilling intimate life is within reach. The best lovers aren't the youngest or strongest. They're the ones who listen, adapt, and never stop learning how to bring joy to their partner. That's you starting now. If you found these tips helpful, type 1 in the comments. If you'd like me to dive deeper or tweak anything for next time, type 0. Subscribe to The Healthy Body for more practical health advice, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, this is Dr. Alex, wishing you health, happiness, and a stronger connection with your partner.